Lovevery just came out with a music set, and in this video I'll do a quick unboxing so you can see what's all included, and afterwards I'll give you my thoughts on the items after introducing them to my children. Lovevery did send me the set, however they didn't get any input or preview this video before I released it. With that out of the way, let's get started. I want to note that the box here says 18 and up. However, I did get a message from Lovevery indicating that the appropriate age range is 18 months all the way up to 4 years old, which is perfect because my daughter is 22 months old and my son is 4 years old. So let's go and see. Alright, so this box looks very similar to all of their play kit items, give or take one of the sizes of them. And as you can see, this stuff here looks pretty familiar as well. The music set has a little introduction card, and then it shows you everything that is included inside here. And it looks like, yes, it does have a play guide. Okay, so here is the play guide. I'll probably be reading a lot more of this a little bit later, before I give you my full review about it. But it looks like your typical play guide, except here it actually is kind of by age. It's 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 and up. So this looks like it's a pretty thick one, so it's going to be a lot of information for you to read up on how to introduce and play with these differently depending on your children's age. Okay. This is the care guide sheet, I assume. Yeah. Well, it shows you what the material is made of, everything. This one here tells you this color Tab Pan Flute is made of child-safe plastic. Tells you to care. Alright, so on speaking of that, that is this guy here. It is a little flute. Let me see if I can have this. Yes. So this is the color tab flute. Open it. Alright. No idea how to really use this yet, so definitely have to do some reading on it to figure out how to use many of these instruments. Okay, here we have the Pentatonic Pat Bells. So it looks like each one of these will go one of the colors, and they all are labeled with different, obviously, the different music notes, C, D, E, G, and A, and I assume each one makes a different noise. Okay. Yep, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's put these aside for now. Next here we have the simple, trying to figure out how to pronounce this. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. It's called Simple Concertina. Simple Concertina. Looks like an accordion or something like an accordion to me. So something new I kind of like that Lovevery did. So you don't have to like destroy everything. Is that just kind of a little pull over? I guess this way also saves them from having to use tape. What's also nice is I don't have to rip all this stuff up. Yep. Pretty much like an accordion. Sorry, it was a little bit loud. Might have took my voice up there. Okay. Next we have here, it is the Jingle bracelet with a wooden handle. So, yeah, it looks like, okay, so this comes off, you can wear like a bracelet, and this is just a wooden handle for you to put it on, so you can just kind of use like this. Alright, next we have this loud and quiet shakers. See, I can stop these jingle real quick first. Alright. So I'm not sure if you can hear it different. Let me try to put it closer to the mic. Here. Oh yeah, huge difference. Quiet, loud. Alright. Let's see what else we have here. We have Animal Metronome. Animal Metronome. Let's see how it looks. Okay, this one looks like it's something that does require batteries. So I'll insert this stuff later during the review portion. For now, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay, kind of looks, here you go, different animals, different BPMs on there. It's 40 all the way to 208. So you can see that better. So you can see the different BPMs. I can assume each one's going to make a different noise, but we'll find out during the review portion. And I think that is actually all the items that are in here. Let me see one. No, there's one more item in here actually. It is the Music Set and Rhythm Songbook for 18 months and up. This looks really cool. I guess this gives you a way for your child to learn different songs. Oh, okay. This is actually probably going to be very helpful because I know pretty much zero about music notes. So I'm hoping that this book is going to help me teach my child or children how to use these items included. And with that said, let me go ahead and start introducing these to my son and my daughter, and I'll get back to you with the review portion. I've never studied or learned much about music myself, never played any instruments, and pretty much haven't done anything beyond listening to it. But with Lovevery's signature play guide, even someone like me can introduce these musical instruments to their children. The play guide contains quite a bit of information ranging from the benefits to different ways to play with the musical instruments depending on the age of your child. I didn't get a chance to go through all the suggested activities in the play guide as it's stage-based. They suggest starting with your child's age to see what they're interested in and what they're capable of doing. Then you can browse through the different age sections to find other fun activities for your child to try. Your child will probably find ways to play with these instruments that aren't in the play guide. Try to follow their lead as much as possible and offer help or suggestions when they need it. The glossary at the end was super helpful because it gave me a brief overview of each instrument and defined some musical terms. The loud and quiet stackable shakers are named exactly for what they do. One makes a louder noise and one makes a softer noise when you shake or tap it. Additionally, you can stack them. At first glance, you might think that these are only for young children. However, there are quite a bit of different rhythm games you can use the shaker for to teach rhythm. Similarly, the Jingle bracelet with the wooden handle can be used for teaching rhythm. When the jingle is on the wooden handle, they can shake it like normal. And the fun really starts when they remove the bracelet and put it on their wrist or ankles using their bodies to shake it and jingle it. Okay, I thought this was an accordion, but it's actually called a concertina. I did a little deeper dive into it, and apparently the accordion is a rectangular shaped instrument that's a little bit larger, and the concertina is smaller than the accordion and is typically the shape of a hexagon. However, the Lovevery concertina is a small square shape, but definitely smaller than an accordion. This produces C major chords by compressing or expanding the bellows. The Lovevery metronome uses animals to show how fast or slow the beat is, with a snell at 40 beats per minute and a cheetah at 208. This isn't going to be the easiest concept, but this is the basics on learning tempo. One of the great suggestions from the play guide that I found handy was jumping to the metronome. Every time the light goes on, they jump. Much easier than clapping along to the beat. Okay, now to the really fun music making items. All the other items are great at teaching the concept, but the next two really let your children hear all the different chords that make up songs. The Pentatonic Pat Bells have 5 notes, C, D, E, G, and A. It's very simple to use. All it requires is a tap on top and it'll ring the bell. I like that you can use them individually in the beginning to start the introduction and then place them on the wood tray to make it easier for them to visualize when they start following the music sheets. The pan flute color and the chords match the Pat Bells. You can think of the pan flute as a flute harmonica hybrid. The color tabs here, they bend back when played, acting as a visual cue so your child knows when they've successfully blown onto the top of the tube. Depending on the age of your child, this is probably the most advanced item inside the set. While my son caught on fairly quickly, my daughter didn't quite grasp the concept of blowing into the flute rather than making a sound on her own with the flute in her mouth. Of course, this is expected as my son is 4 years old and my daughter is 22 months old. The pan flute works on your child's breath control, so it's only natural that a 4-year-old would be better at it than a 22-month-old. The last item isn't quite a physical instrument, but this rhythm and songbook over here is color-coded to be the same as the pan flute and the Pat Bells, which allows your child to more easily follow the music sheet. Lovevery includes several common songs with both short and long versions for some. They even have some of the original ones. The book also teaches the different rhythms of the musical notes. They introduce it in a very simple format that makes it much easier for little ones to understand. They have a section where you combine all the different musical notes so that your child can learn to practice these rhythms. They even have a section that allows you to use the various colors to make your own music sheet. Overall, the Lovevery Music Set is a great way to introduce kids to music in a fun and engaging way. It's a great investment for your child's early development. Even though they might not master all the concepts until they're much older, introducing them to music at an early age will give them a head start. Music can help to develop the fine motor skills, gross motor skills, cognitive skills, and emotional skills. It can also help them learn about rhythm, melody, and harmony.
So if you're looking for a way to help your child develop their full potential, I would recommend introducing them to music at an early age. Let me know down below in the comment section if this Lovevery Music Set is something you're interested in. Or if you already introduced your child to music, feel free to share your tips. If you've made it this far, hopefully it means you've enjoyed this video. So do consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up, as that does help the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.